training, Creators of Wealth training, and we want to welcome you from all over the world and all over the country and wherever you are, Eastern Time, Standard Time, Pacific Time. Guess what? Wherever you are, we want to welcome you. And my name is Jamal Mumford. I am here in place of Mr. Kim Satchel. Amazing national diamond. Let's give it up for Mr. Satchel. Let's give him some hand claps. Let's give him some applause. And I tell you, we're truly grateful for him and his leadership and what he has done and for our team and what he continues to do on an ongoing basis. And I tell you, folks, he does deserve some rest and relaxation. He's out in Cancun. I am jealous, but that's okay because he deserves it. He deserves to be, relaxing him and the wonderful. And they do so much behind the scenes, folks. You have no idea how much he does behind the scenes, just sitting in the office with him and just watching him all day long. He goes from one call to the next call. I mean, we're getting up 7 o'clock in the morning. He's on the phone, and we're going to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, and he's on the phone, inspiring, motivating, creating some kind of tool, on the phone with corporate, handling somebody's problems every single day, folks. So you got to give it up. You got to be celebratory. Not everybody has great leadership. Okay, I know in this industry, not everybody's a great leader, and you got to be thankful, truly, that we have an awesome leader in Mr. Satchel and what he has done. So we definitely want to let him know that he's, please send him a letter and say thank you, Mr. Satchel, and enjoy himself. Go on Facebook and tell him stop posting some nice pictures back there because I'm getting tired of it. Getting too, I don't know what I said. Don't send any more videos. They keep sending me all these videos and pictures in my inbox. Stop! I'm going to block you until you come back. But we're really excited about our vacation business. Truly excited about where vacation is going. I've been with this company for myself and Kim signed up in this business. It'd be 9 years exactly today that Mr. Satchel and I signed up in vacation back in 2007. And I tell you, it's been an amazing journey as I look back at the times that we worked with the company full time and just being back. I kind of stopped doing the business for about 2 years, and just being back for the last year. I tell you, it's just so exciting to be back home and be where I knew I wanted to be, because there is nothing better than to be traveling and getting paid to do it. And really excited about that. And I'm excited about this journey. And I always share that story about 9 years because it lets you know that this company is here to stay. This will be a legacy company because, some of you complain about the stuff that's going on today, folks. You have no idea what it was like back in the Flintstone ages, okay? We didn't have nowhere near the leadership. We didn't have the tools that we have today. We didn't have the amount of meetings and trainings going on that we have today. You have to be thankful and grateful for what you have in order to go to the next level. Please be grateful. But that's not what the topic is about today. But just in case some announcements, guys, please understand your weekly briefings. I know there's Super Saturdays going all over the country. Hopefully you guys are on the IMV calls at 7:45 in the morning. If you're not, shame on you, because that's where a lot of announcements are giving. And a lot of times I'm talking to people, I'm saying, did you know there was a meeting in your area this past weekend? I didn't know. Well, mind your business, okay? If you mind your business, you would know about those meetings. So go to vacationmeetings.com. Get on the IMV call. If you can't make it at 7:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, they record the call every single day. Listen to the recording, because at the end of every call, they give announcements on upcoming trainings and events. But I know all roads are headed to Philadelphia, where I am, with the CEO himself, Mr. David Manning. He will be in Philadelphia May the 28th. Yes, it is Memorial Day weekend, but it's Saturday. Memorial Day is on Monday, so don't trip. Okay, he will be in Philadelphia on May the 28th, and he will be live and in person in Philadelphia. Somebody was in a meeting and said, Philadelphia? Yes, he's coming to Philadelphia. Actually, that's the first meeting of the vacation journey. Was I met Mr. David Manning November 2006 in Philadelphia. So I remember when we saw that, and we got started in April. No, it was actually in 2007. But I remember he came to Philadelphia in November 2006. So, it was an amazing time, and he's still going, still pushing. Let's give it up for David Manning. What an amazing journey, my man, full of heart, full of inspiration. And I tell you, folks, never judge anything to himself, but don't never judge his heart. Folks, trust me, he knows what he's doing. You got to have confidence in that. We're going to talk about that this morning. You got to have confidence. This man knows what he's doing. He's been running this company for as long as he has, never missed a paycheck, and he don't pay on time. He pays before the time, So we love that about this company and what's been happening in the vacation. So guys, stay tuned to your announcements. Plug into your leadership. You should know what's going on in your business. Folks, so much is happening in the company right now. So many enhancements. The Platinum Travel Club. If you don't have the Platinum Travel Club, understand why you should have it. You should be, there's a big flyer out on the importance of the Platinum Travel Club. If you don't have the Platinum Travel Club, shame on you. One thing I learned about this business is if you're not using your product, then you are a fraud. If you're not using your product, then you are a fraud. You cannot sell something you're not using. So you must begin to use the product in order to sell the product. And if you're not using it, then you're a fraud. So you cannot sell the Platinum Travel Club and talk about how good it is and make money on it if you're not using it. So folks, you must be using the Platinum Travel Club so that you can begin to know what it's all about. Okay. So many know I am a personal development coach. And when it comes to network marketing and it comes to this business, everything is about personal development. Okay, that's my true belief. And I always say that your income will never exceed your personal development. Your income, my income, will never exceed my personal development, not the company's development. See, sometimes when sometimes we look at the company's doing great or whatever's going on in the company, and we try to apply it to while we're not doing great. No, your income and your life will never exceed beyond your personal development beyond what your subconscious mind is programmed to do. Okay, so personal development is everything in this business. And for the life of me personally, I don't understand how people will dismiss personal development in their lives. They will do everything possible to grow their business without personal development. And I've seen people come and go. And just FYI, a little disclaimer: I am a realist. I speak real, so you always be ready for some real things. So get your muscles stroking, get your muscles tight, and put your seatbelt on, because I speak real. I speak truth. I don't know how to lie. I only can speak truth. And I see people have some success and then they quit. They have some success, and you know why? Because lack of personal development, you will not stay during the test of times. You will not endure the valley experience. You will not endure the waves that come along. The first thing that happens, as soon as you hear a new announcement, I get a phone call. Oh my God, someone left the company. I'm worried, I'm concerned. See, lack of personal development will cause you to waver in your faith, even in a business. Personal development thing when it comes to growing your business. Suicidal 5 times in my life. I had nothing going on in my life. And the only reason why my life took a turn, a 180-degree turn, why I became a TV director at a young age, and things I've had major successes in my life, was when I understood that personal development is everything. I've been in network marketing for 15 years. In my first 6 years, I was making like maybe $100 a month. And that was only because my mother-in-law felt so bad for me that they bought my juices, every single month to keep me qualified. And that's how I was making a little bit of money. Outside of that, I wasn't having any success. I was scared to call people on the phone, right? I mean, I was getting some, and there was some training done that I had some foundation on, but I had this fear. I was developing myself. And until I developed myself and came back in the industry in 2004, that's when I began to understand that it's all about personal development. So let's talk about what personal development really is here. And you want to take notes, guys. Many of you may know I'm a teacher, so I like to teach principles. I like to go precept upon precept. So I like to have a presentation, and when you listen to me, you want to take notes. I go fast, but if you take notes, you can get it all in. Remember, the dullest pencil is always better than the sharpest mind. The dullest pencil is always better than the sharpest mind. And never leave your fortune to your memory. See, when people come on this call and say, and some of you may have never heard this before, so some of you may be on the phone right now and you can't take notes. But folks, make it your due diligence. Then when you come on a conference call, you come on a call with ready to take notes. Because if you don't, what's going to happen is you are going to forget almost everything I said. Your brain can't keep everything in. You're going to have to take notes, folks. You have to take notes. Okay. Money makers are note takers. Okay. Money makers are note takers. So if you want to know who's making a lot of money, ask them to show you how much they have. I have pages and pages and pads of notes from times I've been in conventions and meetings and trainings, because notes taking is everything. Because you can always go back. See, folks, this is my black journal. This book right here, if any of you got a hold of this book, this is $1 million book right here, because I have so many notes from years upon years upon years. This is my little black journal that I have that has everything in here that I need to know. Sometimes I just go back through this book and I read every note that I've taken like this was a book. And I always get something new, a new nugget that I didn't even realize that was in this book. From relationships to emotions to money management, you name it, to network marketing. This is all about taking notes. See, I can always go back. Can't remember everything. Okay. So when you're talking about personal development, what is personal development? And I always like to give the definition because sometimes we don't really understand what is personal development. Personal development is taking personal responsibility. Somebody type personal, right? Type personal is taking personal responsibility for one's own learning and development through a process of assessment, reflection, and taking action. It's taking personal responsibility. So it's not your upline's responsibility to develop you in this business. I learned that the hard way when a mentor, a coach told me it's your job to develop yourself in the business. It's your job to understand how to prospect. It's not your upline's job. Your upline is there to support you, not to be your aid, right? They're not there to babysit you. It's your job to develop yourself. So even in the business of network marketing, you should be reading a book, Your First Year Network Marketing. You should be reading GoPro. You should be reading a book on the power of compound recruiting. You know, that book alone, that I didn't read that book for so many years. When I finally read that book 2 years ago, I understood the power of compound recruiting, the power of why you got to talk to a massive amount of people at one time, and I talk to one person a day. You'll never become successful if you don't talk to one person a day. It's called the power of compound recruiting. But if you don't read that book, you will not know how to recruit. And you'll have a very non-profitable business from the comfort of your home, and you will never be signing people up because guess what? You don't understand that you got to compound the work. Okay? See, it's my responsibility for my own learning and development. Now, through a process of assessment, which means I got to get the information. I got to research. I got to read. Then I have to reflect. Reflecting means means to overdo, right? To revive something means to make it live again. To relive something means to redo. That means that it once was a state, and I'm going to go back over it again. So to reflect means to have seen something prior to, and now go back again over it to learn from it again. So it's not just this call is being recorded. Why do we record these calls? So you can get information and go back over it and hear it again and again and again, because repetition is the mother of all learning. Write that down. Repetition is the mother of all learning. Repetition is the mother of all learning. So if you find yourself saying, I heard that stuff before, you're not learning. You don't have a learning spirit. Because when you hear something again, see, I used to say, I heard that before, I need to hear it again. But I stopped saying that because the importance of learning is to keep hearing it over and over and over again. And the last part is taking action. You must take action. So to hear all this information and to not take action, you're not experiencing true personal development. And that's why your business is not thriving month after month after month. You've been in this company for 9, 10 months, and there's no increase, is because you are not taking action. You're not assessing, you're not reflecting, and you're not taking action. See, going to your weekly meeting is reflecting. See, if you say, I don't need a weekly meeting, I've heard it before, you're not doing personal development, right? Going to conventions, going to trainings, I'm amazed. I was in New York last weekend, and I couldn't understand how the room was not completely filled in New York. And I would drive 5 hours to a Super Saturday, an event, and people couldn't even drive 2 or 3 hours. Why? And I promise you, most people that didn't show up last Saturday in New York was because I bet you the business are not thriving. Okay? I bet you. I want to show you something here when it comes to personal development. And look at this quote I put up here. The level of your living can be traced to the level of your hearing. The level of your living can be traced to the level of your hearing. What do I mean by that? See, your business is going to take off based on your ability to hear information, right? And based on your ability to hear it. And I don't just mean listening. So you can listen and you can hear something. And when I'm saying hearing here, your ability to be able to be coachable, to be teachable, right, and to be trainable. So if you're not coachable and you're not trainable, then you're going to constantly hear information and you're constantly calling your upline. You're constantly going to conventions. You're constantly going through meetings, but you're just going through experiences. You're never going through any change. See, I have some people on my team, right? And I just look at, there was about 5,000 people in Memphis, Tennessee. Now I'm a life coach, so I study people's lives. That's what I do for a living. I do that. I study, right? And I already know the majority of people that went to the convention, the thrill has already gone out because their level of hearing is very low. And to those that have a high increased level of hearing, I can trace their results to their business. So the level of your business growth can be traced to your level of hearing. And if you're not hearing well, then your business is not going to exceed to the way you want it to exceed. So the level of your living can be traced to the level of your hearing. So will this be the call that I do today? That you say, okay, Jamal, I now understand I got to be a great hearer. See, because proper hearing means to see wisdom. See, knowledge by itself is not power. Say knowledge is power. So knowledge is not power. It's applied knowledge called wisdom that's powerful. See, applied knowledge, wisdom, means that I'm hearing to the 100th power. See, people who are not having success is because they're constantly hearing information, but there's no results because they're hearing it and it's going in one ear and out the other, just like that. It's like a 747, right over their head, right? But see, when you increase your hearing, see what I want when I go to convention, I go to all the weekly meetings. All the time, I'm always getting something new that I could put inside my spirit, right, inside my subconscious mind, inside my heart, so I can go to the next level. See, Mark Sterling, the number one income earner in our company, if you don't know that, shame on you, right? He has a CD out called Increasing Your Capacity. And I love that CD because what I learned from that was, see, some of us so many times, we have so much chaos in our lives, that's why you can't hear well. That's why you can't perform in your business. Because when you hear the training, when you hear the upline talking to you, hear the company give you points, when you hear the diamonds, all the diamonds talking, the Shanizers, the Kemp Satchels, they're constantly giving us information and nuggets. How can we not be successful? But if you have so much chaos, so much noise going on in your head, that's going to diminish your amount of level of hearing. So many times I call people and they say, Jamal, I have so much going on. I couldn't work the business yesterday because I had so much going on. Well, you know what the problem is? If you have so much going on, I promise you that's affecting. So the level of your living can be traced to the level of your hearing. You got to clear your mind. You got to clear the clutter out of your life. So when it comes to personal development is very huge when you look at this business. See, and I always say, folks, is your life right now, how you live life on the inside is how your business is going to reflect on the outside. Because you don't live life from the outside in, as many of us are led to believe. You live life from the inside out. So your business is a direct reflection of what's going on in your life. So if there's chaos, if there's frustration, if there's anger, if there's poverty mindsets, if there's lack of belief, that's going to come out in your business. So if you're not 100% committed, it's going to reflect in your business. If you have doubts, right? If your marriage, if you're having a problem with your marriage and your relationships are not doing well, it's going to reflect your business. If your money is funny, it's going to reflect your business. If you're not coachable, it's going to reflect your business. So you're looking at personal development. If you're on the screen here, and some of you may be on the phone so you can't see this, but if you're looking on the screen here, personal development, there's a lot of stuff going on in personal development. And when you're looking at your business is only one aspect of personal development. And you see on the right side, it says business success, right? On the left side, it says personal growth, your wellness, your health, and then it says your contentment, your contribution. That's all on personal growth. What are you giving back? What are you giving back? What is your feelings, your emotions, right? How are you treating your physical body? Your business success, right? I'm just kind of small here. Your financial goals, right? See, even in business, this is a business. But before you came into vacation, what are your goals? See, you want to quit because you don't have any goals. And you want to pussyfoot business because you don't have any goals. See, if you have a goal like Mr. Satchel had when we came back in this project, and he said, "Man, I want to be at $10,000 because I don't have any job I can fall back on." See, you came in. Did you come in this business without any goals? You better write them down. Your business growth, right? And then it says your significance. See, if you want to have a successful business, you have to become significant, right? But I want to focus on the bottom circle here, where it says grow to succeed. So if you want to grow, personal development, if you want to grow to succeed, you want to grow to succeed, the first you got to do, you got to identify your strengths, right? We all have strengths and abilities. You have to clarify your goals. You have to build confidence, and you have to access practical tools. But I want to focus on building confidence. Talking about today, we're going to talk about how to use confidence to build your business. Because what I recognize in the network marketing industry, and what I recognize in many people all across the industry, is they're lacking confidence. I can tie the people that's having success to those that are not having success, all based on their level of confidence. Everyone has a confidence quotient. Some are low, some are mediocre, some are high, and you have the Mark Sterlings and the Chad Thompson, the Kim Satchels are extremely high. Where is your confidence quotient? So I really want to talk to you about confidence. I want to play a quick 3-minute video by Mr. Brian Tracy as he talked about the importance of confidence, and then we want to go through some slides and we'll be done. Listen to this.
Thank you very much. There's a great question in goal setting and personal success I wanted to start off with. And the question is, what one great thing would you dare to dream if you knew you could not fail? Now that's a great question. If you were absolutely guaranteed a success in any goal, big or small, short or long term, if you could wave a magic wand, take a pill, but you'd be absolutely guaranteed, what one goal would you set for yourself? And when you ask that question, usually big goals come into your mind. You'd be rich, you'd be famous, you'd be powerful. But when you ask the question, what happens is you start to realize that it is fear that holds us back more than anything else. Because if you're absolutely guaranteed a success, you'd be unstoppable. I mean, you would be a force of nature. If someone were to put a blessing on you and say that you are indestructible and you could accomplish any goal you ever set for yourself, whew, what different things would you do? Now, when I started off, I came from a poor family. I say I came by my feelings of guilt and unworthiness, honestly, because I was raised by a Catholic mother. And I grew up with no self-confidence, no self-esteem. I was kicked out of school several times. I misbehaved. I ended up spending half of my school in the library because I was kicked out of courses. I left school in the 12th grade and got a job as a dishwasher, worked as a laborer, lived in my car, dug ditches and things like that. So I had no self-esteem. And I began studying the subject over the years, and I found that your level of self-confidence, how much confidence you have in yourself to be, do, accomplish something, really determines the whole quality of your life. So what I found is that there's a direct relationship between how high your level of self-confidence is and your level of sales. One-to-one relationship between self-confidence and selling success. Because in selling, you've got to be bold, you've got to be courageous, you've got to take rejection and disappointment, you've got to get out there, you've got to face all your fears in order to get appointments, you've got to face your fears in order to ask for orders. So self-confidence is critical. Self-confidence is essential in business because it's impossible even to start a business, to arrange a bank loan, to set up customers, to hire people, to do all the things that are necessary in business require self-confidence. Also, what we have found is that your level of self-confidence is the critical factor in your level of sex appeal. Is that the more confident you are, the more appealing you are to other people. The more confident you are, actually, the more magnetism you have. That's why actors and actresses who seem to be extremely confident have a certain amount of magnetism. So confidence not only is really important for us, it makes us feel happy, it affects and empowers other people, it causes people to treat us differently, we make more sales, we make more money, we marry better, we're better and more effective socially. Self-confidence is everything. And so I began studying.
Look at that. That's what he said. Self-confidence is everything. You make more money, you make more sales, You attract more people. You become a magnet. Confident people are attractive. And so again, see and that's showing you. So if you haven't, and I'm being very honest here, can I be real with you? Can I be real with everybody? Right? Is if you're having a hard time getting people in your business, see, some people are telling you no, not because they don't want the opportunity. They're telling you no because you're not, they can sense your level of lack of confidence. And we may not want to admit it because everybody on this phone gonna tell me they have confidence. And we may talk it, but deep down inside in your hearts and in your subconscious mind is a very low level of confidence, right? So why others are having success, massive success, and why others are not? See, I had to understand that I had to become attractable. See, if you're not a people person, if you're shy and you're shut in, right, and you're an introvert sometimes, that can really negatively affect you in the industry of network marketing because in the industry of network marketing, this is an attraction business. And if you have a very low attraction factor, then it's going to be very hard for you to recruit and get people to follow you because you have no confidence. Who wants to follow a person who's not confident? And what helped me out tremendously many years ago is when one of my coaches in the industry told me, she said, Jamal, based on where you are and what you're doing in your business, would you want to be sponsored by you? See, when you can answer that question, some of you either going to just check out and quit, or some of you going to pull up your socks and get moving and start building your confidence. Because if you know how you work in this business, half-heartedly, I was about to say half something, right? And you're pussyfooting along, you're being slothful, you're not being diligent, you show up, you're doing it based on your feelings. Well, how do you expect somebody to want to join you, right? Hello, right? Jamal, how do you expect somebody to want to join you? See, I was the one that was telling my team what to do, but I wasn't doing it. So again, she said, see, would you want to be sponsored by you, how you work this business? And to the person that's going to get the most commitment and have the most confidence, watch what happens in your business. Watch what happens in your business. Watch what happens in your business. Why will most reps businesses more likely not succeed? We're talking about confidence. Why will most reps businesses more likely not succeed? I always say, if you ask yourself better questions, you will get better answers. Here's a quote that I want to read to you. It says, there's no value judgment more important to man, no factor more decisive in his in his psychological development and motivation than the estimate he passes on himself. There is no value judgment more important to man, no factor more decisive in his psychological development and motivation than the estimate he passes on himself. See, your psychological development and your motivation and vacation in your business is going to be all based on your confidence level. So guess what? You can have a Mr. Satchel, Mr. Motivator, come on a call, and he can motivate you till you turn black and blue. But your level of confidence is going to either take that motivation and do something with it, or take that motivation, it's going to wash off you like a water on a duck's back. And that's why many people will go to events and they'll go through an experience and never a transformation. They'll never go through a metamorphosis. See, 5,000 people went to Memphis, but I promise you, a small percentage of people took that event and have results with it. Why? Because most people walked into that convention with very little confidence about themselves, and that's why the convention was only an experience, an emotional high, and never no transformation. I'm telling you, I'm being real with you. And I'm being real with you so that you understand the importance of developing your confidence, because this is why your business is not growing, because you lack the confidence. You can tell yourself you have confidence, and it's good to speak positive words, but we're going to dig deep today. We got to go beyond the surface and find out, am I confident or am I not confident? I have to increase my confidence because my confidence is a direct reflection of my business succeeding or not succeeding. Okay? Here's another quote. It says, unwarranted fear is the door that stops progress towards that which we want in life, and it is the door that closes on self-confidence. Unwarranted fear is the door that stops progress towards that which we want in life. Let's change life to your vacation business. So let's reread that sentence. Unwarranted fear, that means fear that you shouldn't even have. See, if you get an unwarranted bill in the mail, right? You know, there's times where I've gotten a phone call and I said, you got the wrong person, right? Or let's say you got something on your credit report and it wasn't you. I remember one time somebody went and used a credit card in my name, and I had to call the credit bureau and say, listen, this report on my credit is unwarranted. I did not do this. I did not make that purchase. So unwarranted fear are these fears that you begin to put in your life that should not be there, but unfortunately they're there, and those fears are the door. Those are the things that's stopping progress toward you succeeding and wanting to become a diamond, wanting to become a national executive. Man, people are struggling to become an executive. They're struggling to get one person recruited. They're struggling to get three. Why? Because unwarranted fears are blocking them. And it's that door. Those fears are closing in on your self-confidence. You don't even have the confidence to pick up the phone and call somebody on your cell phone. Why? Because that fear is holding you back. The fear is gripping your confidence. So there's three types of fears in life. First, we got the fear of failure. And the fear of failure deals with past experiences. See, unfortunately, experiences shape our lives. It shapes the events and experiences in our lives. It shapes how we deal with things in the future. See, so if you had past failures, right, in network marketing, guess what? It's going to psychologically affect you now today. If you had any other kind of failures in your life, right, even if you had failed relationships, do you know if you had failed relationships, it will affect your relationships with your upline and people in this business? See, you can't even listen to your upline. You know why? Because ain't nobody tell me what to do. Because the last person I listened to, the last person I trusted in, they did me wrong. So guess what? You bring that same thing into your business. Because how you do is how you do everything. Fear of failure. Second fear is the fear of unknown. We're talking about unwarranted fears. The fear of the unknown. You're fearing the future. See, what does fear stand for? Fear is an acronym for false evidence appearing real. See, in calling John Doe. Well, I don't want to call John Doe. I know he's going to say no. See, fear of the future. Fear of that, will this really work? Will vacation be here a year from now? See, that fear is gripping you and is affecting your confidence in doing the business. It's not because we don't have time. You know, we was in a meeting that Thursday night at our event, and this guy stands up he's a bishop, and every day he stands up and he gives his reason by him being in vacation. He's a pastor, he's a bishop, he's a basketball coach, he's a softball coach. He's all those things, and how in the world can he be successful in vacation with all those things going on? See, folks, it's not about time. When people say, Jamal, folks, listen, just stop saying you don't have the time, please. Stop, please. Your upline doesn't believe you. I'm here to tell you as a life coach, your upline don't believe you when you tell them you ain't have the time. They don't. Your sponsor don't believe you. I don't believe you. So when you say I don't have the time, I was busy, I'm sorry to tell you. The diamonds don't believe you. They're going to shake their head and give you that political yes and okay, right, right. When they walk away, they don't believe you. Why? Because we all got 24 hours in a day. So you not having the time is nothing but an excuse. The reason why you say you don't have time because you fear the unknown. You fear making the time. You fear telling your kids, listen, today mommy's going to work her business because you fear that your kids are not going to live in the future. You fear that you won't have a healthy relationship if you tell your spouse that, listen, I got to go on a grind for about 2 weeks. Fear of the future. Fear of the unknown. The last fear I want to highlight today is the fear of success. The fear of success, I always been really, that's been one I had to really study a lot over the years because that's the one that really gets me, the fear of success. Why will people fear being successful? Well, the fear of success, what I learned, the fear of success is coming from feeling unworthy. See, a lot of us, we actually feel that we don't deserve to have that success. No, you may think consciously that you believe you want success, and you may say, I want to make some more money, but deep down inside, see, I'm talking about the surface. The root causes in your life is that you actually feel unworthy of this success. You feel unworthy to be on stage and being celebrated as a diamond. Yeah. I gotta look at myself. And see, I know deep myself, I know there were times, see, folks, even in the church community, some of you are so church, some of you love God, right? We church, oh, hallelujah, right? But you know what? How many of you believe? How many, sometimes I heard people say, Jamal, money isn't everything. So when you say that money isn't everything, that means you're unworthy to receive money. That's why you can't recruit in your business. Fear of success. You fear of what your family members are going to say about you. You fear the day that comes. You fear letting go of your friends. That's why you still hang around them. You fear changing your relationships. That's why you keep going back to the dogs. You keep going back to the people that are going to vomit on you, and they're going to keep telling you about to get out that business. And you keep going there and you keep going around them. I'm not saying don't love them, but at this time, some of you need to stop being around those people. But see, you fear letting them go because you fear success. You don't feel worthy to find new friends. That's why you will call people below you rather than call somebody above you. You won't pick up the phone and call a diamond and call someone at the next level. You want to hang around. I see them in vacation. Executives hang out with executives, right? I don't see executives hanging out with diamonds a lot of times because they hang out with diamonds, they become national and they keep going up and up and up. But no, they're going to hang out with the executives. National hang out with nationals. They go on Facebook and they find nationals and they'll inbox other nationals. But that's because that's their comfort level because they don't feel worthy to hang out with the diamonds. They don't feel worthy to pick up the phone and call Jamal Mumford or Kim Satch on the phone, even though they say, here's my phone number. Okay, I'll keep going. Our progress and failures in life is a direct result of ourselves. Our progress and failures in life. Now, remember I said substitute the word life because I've done this in another class, another speaking engagement, but substitute life for your business. Our progress and failures in our business is a direct result of ourselves, our confidence quotient. See, your confidence quotient is a reflection of your success, progress, and failure in your business, not external. See, many of us, I promise, many of you have believed. Now, you may say, okay, because I know we're in a safe environment now, so I know all of you constantly going to say, oh, no, I know. No, but most of you, I could tell the ones that are not having success because you believe you approach the business. It's always about no one supporting me. I don't have a supporting cast. You know why? Because you believe that your confidence, everything in life is going to be based on your external. And that wasn't, baby. It's all about your internal. See, it's the enemy in me that you got to fight against. But see, we don't want to deal with the enemy in us. We want to deal with the enemy outside. That's why you keep on saying these people don't want anything. And you talk about the prospects. No, baby, I don't care about the prospects. They don't bother me at all. Because when a person says no, hey, fine. No, I appreciate it. Thank you for being honest with me. I'm on to the next. Because, folks, your progress and failures is an internal thing, not an external thing. So you show me somebody that's not having success in their business, and I can tell you there's a lot of internal things going on inside of them, negatively. We're going to talk about that in a second here. Whatever you believe with feeling becomes your reality. Whatever you believe with feeling becomes your reality. See, once you believe a thing, and you keep on believing it over and over again, and once you put the emotions and the feelings involved with it, so for instance, I give you an example. Right? See, growing up in the streets in the ghetto, right? You were taught to fight, right? So you were taught if somebody says something to you. Now, how can you go from words to punch somebody in the face? People will kill somebody for words. Why? Because they believe that when someone says something to you wrong, man, you better deal with them. So what happens? That becomes your reality. You're like a ticking time bomb. You're so emotionally distraught. You're a less serious person because everything is about once you believe it with feeling, guess what? It becomes your reality. So in this industry, well, I don't know if network marketing really works. I don't know if network marketing really works. I don't know, right? You can't call everybody. Sales is bad. Why? You know why we think sales is bad? Because we've been told that sales is bad, right? You went to the car dealership and a man tried to get you to buy a car and you felt swindled. So now you believe sales is bad. You went to a timeshare presentation and they it took 3 hours to get you to buy. And you say sales is bad. So I'm gonna give you an example that I read today about the law of parenting. There was a book that came out on the law of parenting many, many years ago. And here's what it said about the law of parenting. I'm gonna tell you why a lot of us are messed up with why a lot of our confidence is very, very low. It said that the parent's job, in this book, this is what it said, the parent's job is to break the will of the child as soon as possible to win that child over. The parent's job is to break the will of the child as soon as possible. So hence why most people in life are broken. Because the parent job, see, your parent, what they did was when you was younger, and some of us as parents, let's be honest, when your child was young, you, from the time they were born, you did everything you can to break that spirit, break that will, so you can have complete dominance and rule over that child. So they don't what? Rule you. And what happened is, as a direct result, many of us, our parents, has broken that will through hitting, right? Screaming at you, cussing at you, fighting at you, right? Beating you down. It's my way or the highway, right? I put you to this world, I can take you out of this world. When you turn 18, you getting the hell out of here, right? They beat us down so much because that's how they taught us how to be a parents. And that's how our parents have learned, right? And so what happened is, when you've been broken down, once something is broken, now you have what? Broken lives. That's why people are addicted. That's why they can't. And that's why they can't succeed in this industry called network marketing, because they've been so broken down. They've been so beat up in life that they don't even have any confidence anymore. Their confidence has been taken away from them. I hope I'm talking to someone. See, let's talk about the belief. Belief, B-E-L-I-E-F. In the middle of the word belief is the word what? Lie. In the middle of the word belief is the word what? Lie. I want you to understand that. See, all beliefs are not good beliefs. See, religious people, unfortunately, believe a lie. See, the gentleman said, man, I mean, I've heard from all kinds of religions. They said, man, I don't want to be that religion because they teach people how to be weak. I mean, the gentleman said that about Christians and Muslims. Said they teach them how to be weak. So hence why network marketing tends to attract a lot of, I was so shocked by how many religious people are in network marketing. But what's more shocking to me is that they're religious and they can't even recruit one person. They can't even overcome the obstacles because their religion has made them think weak-mindedness. Their religion has made them more weak than strong. I know some of you may get this. See, that's why I had to change churches and stuff, because I realized that, when people said, you got to be weak, you got to be weak, you got to be weak, you got to be meek. So what happens is when it comes to network marketing, there's no confidence. But I believe to those that really understand true spirituality will always have confidence. Those who are really spiritual will have the most confidence of the entire universe. But your beliefs from what you've been told prior to your spirituality or how you've been taught spirituality have been diminishing beliefs. Here's what's really funny about beliefs. Did you know that no one is born with any beliefs? You were not born with any beliefs. No one is born with beliefs. That was a wild moment for me to understand that. Which meant that everything you believe about vacation and your business right now, everything, whenever an upline will say do X, Y, Z, and the reason why you don't do it, the reason why you don't take action is because you don't believe that's the way to do it. And the reason why you don't believe it is based on what? The way you've been taught. See, your beliefs feed your confidence, negatively or positively. Your beliefs feed your confidence. So the reason why only confident people succeed in network marketing. This is not a business for the weak at heart, the faint at heart. This is a business for those that are courageous and bold, right? Jim Rohn said, if you want to make more money, you got to increase your value to the marketplace. And you can't increase your value unless you have confidence in your ability to do and take action. right? So your beliefs feed your confidence negatively or positively. So while your confidence quotient may be high or low, is based on your beliefs, bar none. And folks, when I'm not talking about what's on the surface. I'm talking about what's going on deep inside your subconscious mind that you aren't even aware of. Beliefs are taught and learned, ladies and gentlemen. So we all come into this world with a clean slate, every single one of us. That's why all Donald Trump's children, look at all his children on stage. They are successful business owners. They will never work a job. They will never settle for 30, 40, $50 an hour. They will never work for somebody else. Why? Because they were born with the beliefs that you don't work for somebody else. You work hard, you grind, and you don't fear no man. That's why Donald Trump is doing what he's doing right now. Because he has no fear. He's bold, he's courageous, and his confidence quotient is so much high. Say what you want to say about Donald Trump, but his confidence quotient is so high that no one can knock him off his rocker. No politician, no reporter, no journalist, no one can knock him off because his confidence is just that high. If you want to be successful in network marketing and you're packaging your business, you must begin to increase your confidence. And the number one belief that we have been taught growing up is self-limiting beliefs. So I'm gonna go through an exercise here, and I want you guys to participate. I'm gonna see how fast. Do I have any fast typers out there? We're gonna go through a little exercise here. Have any fast typers out there? Any fast typers? Because we're gonna go really fast. Time is winding down. Okay. So I'm gonna put some things on the screen, and I'm gonna show you how 90% of you on this phone call today in this webinar, how you have been taught, how you have a lot of self-limiting beliefs. How you are sabotaging yourself. Now, when I say you are sabotaging yourself, you're not because you are doing it purposefully. It's done by your programming. It's your subconscious mind that is self-limiting. See, you consciously want to become a diamond. You consciously want to make money in your network marketing business, but your programming won't allow you to because of self-limiting beliefs. So here's the first one. Money don't grow on what? Money don't grow on what? Trees. Aha. Ready? Number two. Don't put, it's supposed to say put. Don't put all your eggs in one what? Don't put all your eggs in one what? See, I told you guys no. I told you guys no, right? Okay, number three, let's see, this is going to be a hard one. If it sounds too good to be true, then it what? If it sounds too good to be true, that's right, Leslie. That's right, then it probably is. That's right, Doug. That's right, Cheryl Leaks. If it sounds too good to be true, then it probably is. Folks, see, the fact that you can type it means that you are suffering from these self-limiting beliefs. Because all three of these things I have been told when I was young. And I got to fight like hell every day. That's why personal development is crucial on a daily basis. Because, folks, these thoughts are all self-limiting. And they're all in your subconscious mind because you hear these things from most of the people in the world today on a daily basis. And this is why your vacation business cannot take off. Because when you say money don't grow on trees, well, first of all, money does grow on trees, because last time I heard, money is made out of paper, and paper comes from what? Trees. Look at that, isn't that? That's just to be funny for you guys, little kicks and giggles there, right? Money do grow on trees, but that statement was designed to tell you that stop expecting money to come to you. You can't be a money magnet. You can't recruit people. You can't make money in the world today without being an employee, because money don't grow on trees. There is no abundance of money in the world today, right? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Oh my goodness. So you got to do 3 and 4 network marketing companies if you want to make money. You got to do this and do that and do this and do that and do that and do all these things, right? You like an octopus on roller skates. You have no true focus because you've been told don't put all your eggs in one basket. But as I once learned, if you chase 2 rabbits, you will catch neither of them. But see, confidence See, unconfident people that lack confidence, those are the ones that got to do 3 and 5 businesses at one time. They got to try to sell lotions. They got to try to sell hair. They got to try to sell legal services. They got to try to sell travel. They got to try to sell all the. And what happens is because you lack confidence, confidence individuals have the confidence that I can focus on just vacation alone, and it will take me to diamond. See, when you look at the people that got the BMWs and the Mercedes Benz, all of them put their eggs in one basket. Say it ain't so. They put their you can't possibly get to diamond when you got eggs in different baskets. It's got to be in one basket. You can, but see, when you lack confidence, you won't put your eggs in one basket. You'll be doing 20 million things at the same time. If it sounds too good to be true, then it probably is. When you see $173,000 a month that you can make in vacation travel in that matrix, I know all of you know, let's be honest, that sounds too good to be true. How can vacation do what it does? How can David Manning do what he does? How can David Manning give away Mercedes-Benz? How can he do all these things? How can he give away 600 bonus? See, all those things, don't they? Come on, guys, let's be honest. They all sound too good to be true. How can you give a $16,000 a month Mark Sterling lifestyle bonus? That sounds too good to be true. Because my job only pays me $50,000 a year, and this guy's making $60,000 a month. That sounds too good to be what? True. And that's why we're lacking confidence in this business. I got to go fast. I'm out of time. The law of expectations is at stake here. See, the law of expectation states that 85% of what you expect to happen will. 85% of what you expect to happen will. See, I know you want to. I know you say my business is going to succeed. I know you say I'm a national executive. I know we say I'm going to be Diamond Jamal Mumford. But 5% of what you expect to happen, Jamal, is actually happen. It also states that the law of expectation doesn't play favorites. So it doesn't matter if you are expecting negative, positive things to happen. The law of expectation stays true. That's why you can't recruit. That's why everybody tells you no. That's why you go through, now I don't know how because it's a numbers game, but that's why you keep on saying, I'll talk to everybody. I made 5 phone calls. No one wants to come to my meetings. I can't get anybody to show up to the calls. I can't get anyone to work because what you expect to happen is that every people will tell you no. Because if you believe it sounds too good to be true, and that's your programming, then you will expect people to say no. Successful people, confident people, I say when I call Diva Judy, she can't wait to hear my voice because Diva Judy is joining my business. I tell people, they say, "Mal, well, you're so arrogant." I said, "No, baby, I'm not arrogant. I'm confident. Don't mistake my confidence for arrogance." So when you look at the diamonds, I know some of you have said it, they seem very arrogant, don't they? See, you must see if you want to be the people who make a lot of money in this business. They got a little arrogance to them, but they're confident. They're not arrogant. Because the fact they're willing to bend down and help us out in trainings like we're doing today, arrogant people wouldn't do trainings like this. They'll be in their little corner and make their money. They won't reach down to help people. That's why network marketing is not for arrogant people. Network marketing is for people that are confident. You got to be confident if you want to be successful. But your expectations, I said, fuse your confidence. So what you expect is what happens in your business. Oh, yes, I know you don't want to believe it. See, what you expect is what's happening in your business. There's a book that I read that says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Now, most of you are my religious scholars out there that have quoted this scripture all so long. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And we all quote it and we quote it and we quote it, but you really don't know what that really means. I'm not making this a religious principle. I'm making it a real life principle. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. What the word heart translate? The word heart translate into what a man thinketh in his subconscious mind, so is he. What a man thinketh in his subconscious mind, so is he. See, your business is a direct reflection of what's in your heart. My business is a direct reflection of what's in Jamal's heart. And I'm challenging myself every day that I got to begin to do a heart examination. Because as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. It's not vacation. It's not, oh, people quit my business. That's why I can't succeed. It's the comp plan. And David Manning made this change. And he dropped now we're getting paid $10 less. Now that's why I can't be successful. No, it's not. It's what's going on in your heart. Because see, why I know, because Mark Sterling, look where he's at. You think he's there by happenstance? No, because his heart is huge. His capacity is humongous. See, my capacity is probably here. His is probably here. That's why I'm where I'm at, and that's why he's where he's at. Look at the difference. Okay. I told you it's going to be truth. I told you expectation fuels your confidence. So the more you're expecting, that's going to fuel your confidence. That's why you will go out there and make the phone calls. That's why you will give time to your business. That's why you will not be lazy. See, laziness is a sign of lack of confidence. Lack of energy is a sign of lack of confidence. See, because when the more confident I am, see, my expectation fuels my energy. See, I went to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning and woke up at 5 o'clock this morning. Can you tell? Because I have expectation. I have so much expectation today because I have a sense of urgency that I'm going to hit my next pin level, that I'm on a non-stop locomotive. You can't stop me. And and that's why I run and I work out to release the endorphins in my body, because my expectation, I got to get it hard. I got to increase my expectation, because expectation is the breeding ground for miracles. See, those that have great expectation, they shall do great exploits. It says, those that know their God, those that know their God. See, you may know your God consciously, but do you know your God subconsciously and in your heart? It says, those that know their God shall do great exploits. Exploits, those that know their God will have great expectation, which will fuel their confidence, which will what? Cause their business to take off. The law states that whatever you expect with confidence, here's a bit, write this down. This is huge right now. Whatever you expect with confidence becomes your self-fulfilling prophecy. Whatever you expect with confidence becomes your self-fulfilling prophecy. See, your expectation and your confidence is everything. Whatever you expect to happen in your business with confidence becomes your self-fulfilling prophecy. So why nobody wants to join you in your business, and why others will join somebody else in their business? See, one of my coaches, she has a 95% closing ratio in network marketing. 95%. 9.5 people of the people she talked to about her opportunity joins her. And her business is $3,000 to sign up. Come on now. I said we got to be real, right? We got to be real. See, that's why I go around people that have my answers and not my problems. I'm not looking for why vacation won't work. I'm looking to hang around the people and find out why is it working for you and not working for me, Chad Thompson. Mark Sterling told me, he said, Jamal, I just dreamed bigger, faster than you did. I dreamed bigger, better, faster. See, his expectations were bigger, his expectations were better, and his expectations was greater than mine. No, I know what Jamal said consciously out my mouth, but his expectation is higher than mine when it comes to vacation travel. See, that's all it is, folks. And I know you may want to gripe with me, you may want to fight with me. That's fine. But I said your level of living can be traced to your level of what? Hearing. And if you take what I'm saying today as we close, and you just marinate on it, accept it, and know that it's nobody else's fault why you cannot make your business work. It's because your expectation is fueling your confidence. And that's all it is. You're lacking confidence. Your belief systems is thwarting your confidence. Your expectation is thwarting your confidence. It's in your subconscious mind. So Jamal, how can I now boost my confidence? Confidence comes in doing and doing and doing and doing. Confidence comes in doing and doing and doing. See, right now, folks, a lot of us have a lack of confidence. That's what it is. That's why you can't pick up the phone. That's where the fears come from. Fear comes from a lack of confidence. That's why you can't make the time for your business. That's why you won't get a schedule. That's why you won't get a planner. That's why you won't do the things it takes. That's why you can't be coachable. See, being coachable requires you to be confident in your upline. Confident is the root word of what? Confidence. So what you got to do is you have to shock your system. You have to shock your level of lack of confidence. And how you shock your system is by doing it over and over and over again. Now, I'm going to tell you, when you first start out, you're not going to have results right away because you're going through a transformational phase. See, when you call that first prospect, that's why they say you got to go through your warm market. You have to go through your darn warm market. Why? Because you got to get out all the rejections. You got to build that confidence because eventually when you get to that warm market, now when you get out there and you talk to your next door neighbor, or you got a car magnet, or you put a flyer out, somebody call you on the phone, and someone talks to you in the grocery store, and you talk to the cashier, you talk to the server, now you have gone through so much that you now erase the lack of confidence, and now you've become confident because guess what? The more you get that no and you keep on going, the more you get that next no. That's why I said, folks, the gentleman said, the person that gets the most no's makes the most money. See, you weren't about the yeses. No, for some of you, you're new to network marketing. You're a brand new baby. How are you expecting to make millions? Why would you get upset because everybody telling you no? Folks, a lot of people are telling you no because you just don't have the confidence yet. They don't sense any confidence in you yet. They still know you as boo-boo from back in the days. So they got to build, they got to see you being confident over a length of time to say, you know what? There's something about you, Mal. He just seems so confident now. I hope I'm helping somebody out. Folks, the best way to get confident is you got to do it. You have to take action. And you got to take massive action. So go out there and know that I got to become confident, and I got to do it, and I got to do it, and I got to do it, and you got to do it again, and you got to do it, and you got to do it. See, R. Williams said, you got to do it and do it and do it, and you got to do it over again. You got to do it over again. You got to do it and do it and do it and do it and do it until you get the results. I'm going to do whatever it takes for as long as it takes. Write that down. See, confidence people are saying, I'm going to do whatever it takes for as long as it takes. If I got to talk to 10 people, get 10 no's, call your aunt, call your uncle. See, folks, I'll know the people who's having success in this business because it takes 1 hour. It takes 30 minutes to call 10 people and put them on a 2-minute sizzle call. Hey, Coach Pelham, hey, you have 2 minutes? I want you to listen to something. I'm not interested. Thank you very much. Harry, I want you to listen to something real quick. I just 2 minutes of your time. I'm not interested. Sounds like a scam. Thank you very much. Renee, I want you to listen to something real quick. 2 minutes of your time. I'm not interested. Thank you very much. Why? I got to keep doing it and doing it and doing it because every time I get that no, because it says here, confident people, you got to be able to move forward even if the progress is slow. Because if you knew, see, if somebody told you yes, you go out and recruit again. But the minute you hit that no, and every one of us does, we slow down. We slow down. So, folks, I hope that you got something today out of this training today. And I hope that you will increase and understand that you have to build your confidence, build your confidence, build your confidence, build your confidence. That's the only reason why your business is not working, because you're lacking the confidence. And it's not your fault. It's not your fault why you lack confidence. I changed this whole presentation because the last time I did it, I was looking at it, I said, it kind of sounds like I'm like throwing darts. And now I'm doing it again as I've learned some things over this last time since I've done this seminar. It's not your fault why you lack confidence. It's not my fault. We've been programmed that way. We've been beat down by our parents. We've been beat down by the school system. You know, when we did that oral presentation, somebody said, you sound dumb. Jamal, you talk too fast. No one can understand what you're saying. You talk with an accent. Speak English. Or you're not educated enough. And you've been beat down. We've been broken. We're broken. Someone stole our confidence. They didn't even steal it to us. We never got it. Because the minute you were born, you were beat down, beat down, beat down, beat down. No, 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 no. You can't have it. You can't have it. Money don't grow on trees. Don't put your eggs in one basket. Folks, we came out the womb lacking confidence. We came out the womb. Here's your lack of confidence. So it's not your fault. So understand why it won't. The business is going to, you have to be bad before you become good. I didn't become successful. Kip and I didn't grow a team in our last project to 250,000 people just by happenstance. When him and I got in our last project and we said we're going to recruit one person for 90 days, and him and I personally went and recruited 100 people apiece in 90 days, and him and I went from having no money, we just took a huge financial hit in Atlanta, Georgia, and in 3 months' time, we was at $10,000 a month apiece in income in our previous project. It was only because once I understood that it wasn't my fault. That's why your business is not working. And when you stop blaming yourself, folks, now you can free yourself up to know that's why you got to go out there and get the no's. Your mom is going to tell you no. Your uncle's going to tell you no. They're going to tell you no because you just lack the confidence. But confidence comes in doing. You can never stop a man or woman who won't stop trying. You can never stop a man or woman who will never stop trying. You guys have a successful weekend. Go out there and gain some confidence. Go out there and go, 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 go. Don't just talk to one person a day. Talk to 10 people a day. Get 10 no's. And I promise you, the faster you get those no's, the faster you get that confidence, the faster your confidence is going to increase. The faster you get those no's, the faster you work this business, the faster you take time out for your business, the faster you're going to get that confidence. And watch how your business takes off. Guys, have a great day. This call, it was recorded, and we will have this recording in the Creators of Wealth because my wonderful Lynn, she's so awesome. She set everything up. She's out there in Cancun, but she's taking care of all the technical work behind the scenes, even while she's in Cancun. So definitely love her. Thank her so much for still doing this. I don't know how to get the recording up on the back on the Facebook page. So you got to go on Facebook, Creators of Wealth, and that's where the recording is going to be. You guys have a great day. I love you too. Guys, see you soon. Let's go out there and be successful. We're going to the top, not from the top, because there's no more room at the bottom, and there's plenty of room at the top, and that's where the confident people reside. Bye-bye for now.